You've done the training. Now it's time to be seen as an educator. You know what's interesting? Some of the biggest opportunities I've had as an educator didn't come from job boards. They came from people already watching what I was doing. When I first started sharing on LinkedIn, I wasn't trying to build a personal brand. I was just talking about what I was learning, what I was teaching, and what I was figuring out along the way. Quietly, people started reaching out. Colleges, training providers, brands, other educators asking questions or inviting me into conversations I didn't even know were actually happening. That's when it clicked to me. Visibility wasn't about showing off. It was about letting people see who I already was. Welcome back to I'm No Rookie. I'm really glad that you're here for this episode because this is a topic I know many of you are quietly thinking about, but not always saying out loud. If you've done the training, if you're studying, mentoring, assessing, or supporting learners in any way, this conversation is for you. Today we're talking about how to use LinkedIn to position yourself as an educator, not in a loud or uncomfortable way, in a way that feels honest, grounded, and aligned with the work you already are doing. I want to talk to you about why LinkedIn matters for educators in our industry. In our industry, education doesn't always look like a classroom. It might look like product training. It might look like mentoring a junior therapist. It might look like onboarding new staff, writing treatment protocols, or supporting learners through assessments. The challenge is that a lot of work happens quietly. LinkedIn is where you can make that invisible work visible. Training providers, colleges, awarding bodies, and brands are already on LinkedIn. They're not just posting jobs, they're watching conversations. They're noticing who explains things clearly, who supports others, and who shows up consistently. LinkedIn helps you move from being seen as someone who works in the industry to someone who teaches and develops others within it. That shift matters. So let's talk about what actually helps position you properly because this isn't about pretending to be something you are not. If you're studying your level 3 or your level 4, say that. If you've completed the assessor training, mention it. Ongoing learning shows commitment, tells people you take education seriously. You don't need a lecturer job title to talk about this. If you've supported learners, trained colleagues, delivered workshops, or coached team members, that counts. Education is about supporting learning, not just standing at the front of a room. This is the part many people skip. Talk about why you care. What do you enjoy about teaching others? What do you notice learners struggle with? What do you love seeing click for them? This is where people connect with you as an educator, not just your CV. So I want to give you some practical ways to position yourself on LinkedIn now. You first start with your LinkedIn headline. So your headline doesn't need to be clever. It needs to be clear. For example, beauty awareness educator / assessor / trainer. Simple. This helps people instantly understand how to place you. Use your about section to tell your story. This isn't a place for buzzwords. It's a place for context. How did you move from hands-on work into teaching and training? What are you studying or building towards? What do you enjoy supporting? Think of it as answering one quiet question. Why education and why you? The next thing, as you can imagine, it's about posting. Post content that shows how you think. You don't need to post every day. You don't need to post intentionally. Share insights from your training. Reflect on teaching moments. Explain something learners often struggle with. Talk about assessments, feedback, confidence, and progression. You're not listing job titles. You're showing how you think as an educator. I also want to talk about a mindset shift. that it's worth holding on to. This is the part I really want you to hear. You're not waiting to become an educator. You already are. If you're developing others, supporting learners, taking education seriously, LinkedIn is simply the place where you let that be seen. You don't need permission. You don't need to wait until everything feels finished. You speak from where you are at the moment. I thank you to Developing Educator Academy for supporting this episode. If you're looking to move into education or formalize the experience you already have, the Level 3 Award in Education and Training and the Level 4 Certificate in Education and Training and the Assessor's Qualification are designed to support you as you step into educator roles with clarity and confidence. Everything is delivered online with structured support and resources to guide you through each stage. You can explore the options by signing up for the brochure or taking the educator quiz on the Developing Educators website. So visit developingeducatorsacademy.com/siptime. Before we close, I want you to pause for a moment and really think about this. If someone landed on your LinkedIn profile today, would they understand that education is part of what you do or what you're working towards? Not in a polished, perfect way, but in a human, honest way. You don't need to overhaul everything right now or overnight. One small update, the headline, the about section, or that one thoughtful post about learning and teaching can start the shift towards people seeing you. Positioning isn't about pretending, it's about allowing your experience, your learning, and your intentions to be visible. If this episode resonated with you, please subscribe and leave a review and share it with someone who's quietly stepping into education but hasn't said it out loud yet. And remember, you are no rookie in the game of life. See you in the next episode.